The Storm Shadow missile, a name that's stirred up attention in military and defense circles for years, is now back in the spotlight in 2025. While we usually talk horsepower, torque, and cutting-edge EVs here on Car Update, today we're diving into the world of high-speed tech with something that moves even faster than the fastest cars on Earth. The 2025 version of the Storm Shadow missile isn't just a piece of military hardware, it represents the merging of precision engineering, long-range targeting, and next-gen stealth capabilities, all at a level that even car technology enthusiasts can appreciate. First developed as a joint project between the UK and France, the Storm Shadow A, also known as Scalp in French Service A, has always been one of the most advanced cruise missiles in NATO's arsenal. But in 2025, it's seen a major upgrade. With modern conflicts becoming more sophisticated, the demand for deep strike capabilities has risen. The new Storm Shadow meets that demand, taking its legacy in pushing the boundaries even further. At its core, this missile is designed to destroy high-value, heavily protected targets far behind enemy lines. We're talking airbases, command centers, hardened bunkers, and the kinds of places that are too dangerous or too well defended for traditional airstrikes. The most striking improvement in the 2025 version is in its guidance and navigation systems. Older versions used GPS and inertial navigation, paired with terrain reference data and a powerful imaging infrared seeker for terminal guidance. That's still the case, but now we're seeing next-gen integration. This allows the missile to adapt mid-flight, even rerouting itself if needed due to jamming, spoofing, or a changing tactical picture. Imagine a car that can replot its GPS route not only based on traffic, but based on changing weather, road conditions, and even unseen hazards. Now apply that to a missile flying at over 600 miles per hour through hostile airspace. Another key development is stealth. The 2025 Storm Shadow incorporates advanced radar-absorbing materials and a refined aerodynamic profile. This makes it much harder to detect by modern radar systems, increasing its chance of penetrating deep into contested zones without being intercepted. In the automotive world, we marvel at cars with low drag coefficients for fuel efficiency and performance. Here, the low radar cross-section means survival and mission success. Range has also seen an upgrade. The original Storm Shadow had a range of around 250 kilometers, or roughly 155 miles. The new model in 2025 pushes that to over 400 kilometers. That's 250 miles or more. This is achieved through more efficient propulsion and lighter internal components, which allow for more fuel without increasing the overall weight. That kind of engineering refinement reminds us of how supercars like the McLaren P1 or Porsche 918 squeeze every last ounce of performance from hybrid systems. But this missile doesn't just care about speed, it's about strategic reach. The warhead is another area of interest. It still uses a Broach bomb Royal Ordnance Augmented Charge System A two-stage warhead designed to breach fortified targets. First, a shaped charge pierces the outer shell of a bunker or facility. Then, a secondary warhead follows through the breach to detonate inside. It's essentially the military version of a two-step surgical strike. In 2025, updates to the Broach system focus on improved penetration and the option for variable fusing, which means mission planners can set it to explode at a certain depth or after a delay, depending on the target. One interesting crossover with automotive tech comes in the missile's onboard data processing. We've seen modern cars packed with ECUs, managing everything from torque distribution to adaptive cruise control. The 2025 Storm Shadow has seen similar leaps, not for comfort, but for battlefield intelligence. Its high-powered mission control system can assess the target area moments before impact, using real-time sensor data to confirm or abort the strike. This level of intelligence is a shift from previous fire-and-forget methods. The missile can now think, not just follow. Deployment methods remain similar. The missile is launched from aircraft like the Eurofighter Typhoon, Dassault Rafale, and potentially even from future AVs. What's notable now is how seamlessly the missile can integrate with multi-domain operations. In other words, It's not just a tool for air forces anymore, it's part of a larger network that includes space-based assets, cyber operations, and ground forces. That kind of integration is something we're starting to see in civilian sectors too, especially with connected vehicles, V2X communication, and autonomous systems. In terms of cost, each Storm Shadow unit is expensive. We're talking millions of dollars per missile, but its precision, range, and reliability make it a cost-effective option when compared to risking lives in a manned operation or launching multiple strikes. Just like in the world of performance cars, where paying more upfront for innovation and safety features saves long-term costs than maintenance or crashes, the same logic applies here, just at a much higher scale. The missile has also become a key player in global politics. In recent conflicts, the use of Storm Shadows by NATO allies has signaled serious intent. Their deployment can deter aggression or turn the tide of a campaign by eliminating command and control centers without risking pilots. In 2025, more nations are interested in acquiring or co-developing similar systems, raising concerns about proliferation and balance of power. It's a reminder that with great technology comes great responsibility, and that includes the choices made by governments, not just engineers. For those of us who follow innovation, whether in cars or military tech, there's always something fascinating about how systems evolve. The Storm Shadow 2025 reflects a broader trend, machines that aren't just powerful, but smart. They gather data, assess their environment, and act with the level of precision that humans alone couldn't achieve. That mirrors what's happening in autonomous driving, advanced driver assistance systems, and even EV energy management systems. So while we may never drive a Storm Shadow, the technologies behind it, and navigation, sensors, materials science, processing are the same things shaping the future of transportation. From fighter jets to electric SUVs, it's all part of this same high-speed race for smarter, faster, and more capable machines. If you're into the tech side of defense, or you just appreciate brilliant engineering no matter where it's used, the 2025 Storm Shadow is a striking example of what human innovation can achieve under pressure. And just like in the car world, those innovations will eventually find their way into civilian life, just a bit slower, and a lot less explosive. Thanks for watching. If you want more tech deep dives like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back with more updates from the road, the runway, and beyond.